All right, that's the sound of the barrister in the building. Barrister, what an intro. Anyway, so it feels good to have you guys again today, this morning. The midweek edition, of course, you already know. I told you guys before we went for that break, Chief and I said I'll be joining Barrister on top of the show this morning. Like, listen, every Wednesday, Barrister, they always sit down here. I talk every part of the law, let you guys know things we guys know about the law. And for a couple of weeks now, I think we started on something, the legal sides of religious practices, things where they do as a religious man, way no they okay. Barrister, leave me alone. We know they okay, we know to make sense and all of that. And maybe you didn't even know, say those practices where they undergo for your religious centers, they legit. So we've been talking so much, and we intend to actually finish up today, all things being equal. So Barrister is here looking so Niger Delta traditional, I don't know, finish it. Barrister, see, on a good day like this, or in a
now you say can live here.
When you wear something good like this, you understand?
Now you say
and after all this compliment I've given you cannot come and be doing like this on set.
It's not sabi see now you say can live.
Barrister, who did your cap like this? Was it Amy? Because this, I feel the back is supposed to be in front.
You sure?
Yes.
You sure?
I think so. I don't know.
Hey,
Amy, this is how people wear it.
Amy no go village. Amy no village.
But yo, man, whoever influenced your outfit today, the person should be complimented.
I'm trying. I did try. Hello, everybody. Everyone, viewers at home. Thank you very much for being a part of this. Like I always say, this show is open for your sponsorship, advertisement. It's a very popular show. Very popular show. A lot of people are watching it, so be a part of it. Today, we are going on, and I intend to finish today. About the legal side of religious practices. A lot of calls, a lot of comments, a lot of compliments, but we just must finish it. But if you want to get more of this, like I told you, there are some books I've written, particularly among many other books I've written. The one on regulation of religious organizations in Nigeria, the one is there. You need to get this. Call me if you want a copy. Urgent and important legal questions. Some of them are in the bookshops as well. For every religious organization, 15 legal mistakes that religious organizations make that could hurt them, and then 10 legal strategies that you can use in protecting your religious organizations. Now, the thing about religious organizations, like we're talking about, and religious practices generally, is that first and foremost, Nigeria is not a religious state in that sense. Much as we are very spiritual in this country, you can divide Nigeria, more or less into religious lines. Okay, this is this religion, that is that religion. But on the national or constitutional level, Nigeria is a secular state. That means no religious is the state religion. So there can be a preponderance, like many people in the state might be in a particular religion, but that does not mean that other religions in that Nigeria are not allowed. So it's something I have to know. So when it comes to religious practices, I'm not talking about one particular, whether Christian or Muslim. I'm just saying generally, know that whatever religion you are practicing, it's subjected to law. It has to be, the law is very, very critical. Very critical. So no matter how much even the Commissioner of Police respects you because of your religious clothing or religious position, that does not mean that when the law has to take its force, it will not come against you. I'll give you an example. One particular religious organization had one of their members who claimed that he was a retired military officer. Okay. And because of his posturing, the way he has been, positioning to carry himself, they decided to make him the chief security officer of that religious organization. Okay. And since, I mean, they didn't even go, I mean, it was like, it's been saying this for a long time. So even for the sake of the safety and security of the place, he helped them to procure gun so that they can also give to the security people in the evening who are securing the area, you know. So one day, I mean, he and the general person, the head of that organization, were going in the same car, and there was traffic. You know, using his, believing that he has his influence and probably to show, he decided to take a one way to go against the traffic.
It's okay.
One way. So he was stopped by policemen. So in the course of that, they had to ask him who he was, explain the call, who he was, identify yourself, explain the call. It turned out that this guy was never a military officer, was actually merely a commandant of man of war. That was all he was ever. You know, and then, you know, to talk, so he was taking one way, and guess what? Because of safety reasons, that he doesn't allow the guns to be with the security people. So usually collects guns from them and put them with him so that in the evening he gives back to them. Those guns were inside that car.
Okay, there's no problem. On his own.
Was inside the car. The guy of the religious organization was inside the car. Guns that were not licensed to carry, and they were taking one way, all of them. Of course, it became a major mess and embarrassment. What am I saying? That don't ever assume because you wear the gamut, you are the sheikh, or you are the pastor, you are the archbishop, that the law cannot come against you. And that's why even you that are members, that you are a member or members of that, you also have to follow the law. Don't push your people, your guy, to go against the law because you want to give him the grace. You are slapping people because you want people to push. I mean, I've seen instances where, you know, people some so-called security detail are brushing people off just because they want the man of God to pass. I've seen that, you know, with some sheikhs. I've seen that with some pastors before. And see, if you push somebody and they wound them themselves, it's trouble. I'll give another instance because I said I don't have time to finish it today. There was a time, you know, in stadium here, National Stadium here, what happened there? A religious organization held a program there. And when they had the program there, people came and they used the National Stadium. And you see, in the course of that program, someone was trying to move from one part of that hall to another. Unknown to her, that there was a ditch inside the stadium, inside that place. And she fell into the ditch. But in falling down, she used her jaw against the floor. Of course, that led to like a massive collapse of that jaw area, and some teeth were broken. And you know, what the religious organization was trying to claim was that, look, they are not the owner of the stadium, that they only rented the stadium. But, you know, so they took them to court. And the case was that, look, as much as you are the one that gathered them, regardless of the fact that you are the owner or not, as much as it's your, you know, you are the one that brought them in, you owe them the duty of care. And the church had to pay about almost 10 million to that woman. Because even, you know, when the woman was going to the church to go and meet this organization, it was like, we are only doing favor. We're only doing favor. And that's why even, you know, you have people that go for all-night prayer, you know, like, you know, on the express road, the NASFAT, everything. If you tell people to park your car there and their car when they come out in the morning, the car is gone, except you let them know that you don't, they are adonance risk. So if you tell them to put it there and they put it there, it's a liability on your own part. So these are the practices that we have to look at so that we don't, you know, even for members too. Don't assume that because you are in the church or you are in the mosque, you can put your phone anywhere. Because also you have a duty to take responsibility somewhat. Now, so let me quickly, I want to add this one, I must end this week. No going back. No going back. So,
wait, I know you want to end this week, but let's quickly go for a break. But then we have to go for the break now. But I don't want to go for a break. Sharply, we'll be right back. We have to.
Our people in the talk say ignorance of the law. Don't be excuse.
If my name for property, my child don't take that thing.
But I get one question now. If person die now and he put him wife or he put any of him relative as next.
Ignorance of the law no be excuse o. That na why we get one ogbonge program wey we dey call Legal Matta on top WAP TV. You fit interact with us on top the show or talk to Barrister Vincent through we phone numbers wey be 08173147589 and 08105434984. You still fit call us on top with Skype ID wey be WAP TV.
So Barrister wants to add singing now to his career, and there's no problem. We'll sign you. We'll shoot your video. Since that is a new one from you.
Make I no mind them.
But you said it, Barrister. You stood up and you were dancing.
See. If you get one man where I like his song very well, that man the only thing where he sing, now only one word. Alaji, and the thing makes sense.
I don't know where Barrister is coming from.
So me too, I feel do that one.
No, seriously, Barrister, you can. Nothing is impossible. If you just want to start today sing now, you will
yes.
blow. You even blow past the way don't there before. Ladies and gentlemen, please let's open the phone lines. I do not understand what is going on here, but it's fine. Legal sides of religious practices that Barrister and I they talk about this morning. And before we went on that break, he don't mention a whole lot of things. Please feel free to call the numbers on your screen and make sure you add us up on top our Instagram and do at WAP TV channel and call the numbers. You can also add us up on Skype. We'd like to see some faces them this morning. We've had a couple of them during the breakfast show, but then we'll see intend to have more on the show this morning. So Barrister, you say if you like, okay, you've been mentioned one example now because that they happen a whole lot. Maybe you go for service and then for where you're supposed to park on the regular, it don't be occupied and you have to park maybe on the roadside and all of that. Then you come back, you see that you don't come out your side mirror and stuff. Now for situations like that, fine, maybe they don't even put any inscriptions. Okay, cars are parked at owner's risk and then they vandalize person car. Do I have the opportunity to?
Yeah, in Senate claims for say abroad, they will not even allow you to park there. Why? Because the liability is on them if it's for the purpose of that ceremony come to.
Okay.
But probably you can draw it in Nigeria because of the tenuous legal system. It's there, but just that it takes time and what have you. So you may not want to pursue it and what have you. So, but you know, one of the things that happens is when you say you are holding even part, there's legal side of even event planning. So
everything now has legal side.
So that even when you say that you are doing this, it behoves you to accommodate within the limit of reason the safety, to think of the safety of life and the properties of those who are coming for that event.
Okay.
The same way you have to ensure that even the food you are serving the people, the everything, it's to a reasonable degree free from anything that will cost them. That's why you have to be careful when you're saying, I want to have a party, I want to do this. It goes beyond just having your friend backslapping each other. It goes. So the same thing with when you are saying, I'm holding a service or a salat or whatever I'm holding, let's come together. One of the things that you should do is that, but in this area, we take a lot of things for granted that, look, you came, just imagine. And that's what exactly that, in that case, that organization was trying to do with the woman by telling the woman that, look, we're even doing you a favor for even attending to you because really we are not the owner of this venue. You came like we came, and that became like an insult on the injury of that woman that said, look, I'm going to take this up and no matter what it takes. And incidentally,
but she wasn't supposed to take it up, because seriously, I could like to argue that, because I remember there was a discussion I brought up last week, but then the time was not enough for us to talk about it. Now, for situations where churches organize crusade and all of that, now I didn't go out to meet you as an individual to come. Do you understand? Maybe you heard from a friend and then you came. Yeah. Now, I don't think your responsibility should be on my head, because if anything happens to you, I think the friend in question, the person that invited you, should be the person that...
No. You see, the primary thing, let's put it this way, the primary thing, or the primary people, where they inside, now the people will organize them. That's
not
why,
even the person who invite you.
Let me put it like, if like, let's say I'm doing a party, and exclusively by invitation, I get me. Exclusively. The most I can do is to ensure that non-invited guests do not enter. The moment anybody enters, whether invited or not, their safety becomes your concern.
Yeah.
Are you getting me? So, yeah, you know, in this South, we call them Moya. I hear, I branch. You know,
okay, let's take David from Lagos. David, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Thank you.
Good morning, Barrister.
Thank you very much, David. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm good.
Thank you.
Really enjoying your show, and I say the knowledge you're passing to us is really. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
May God bless
I really don't have a question. I just want to appreciate the show, and
Thank you.
and I'm really learning from the show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So in that sense, the law says that there's what they call the rule of Rylance and Fletcher, strict liability, occupiers liability. So the moment the person, comes in, you didn't even invite the person. From the moment it comes in, you owe the person safety until you take the person even out to say you are not invited there.
Wow.
If you're by the time your security men are beating the person, it becomes like issue. Because that's why you have to be very careful about all these taking things into too far. The same thing with Mogbo Moya. People came and sat in your party, you didn't invite them. But there was no way of, preventing them from coming. So they came people come, sit down like if they are even guests. They sit down, eat, and they're asking, what is happening here today? Whose party is this? Meanwhile, they've eaten all your food.
That one day, Barrister, that one day.
So while they are there, they cannot be. That's just the rule. So
you have to cater for them.
You have to.
As long
so
as
the same thing with those who come, those who go. And that's why you have to be very careful. The operatives of, when you put somebody out there to say, direct people to come in, to come and park and come. And then you find that some drivers, some people can be so insultive. Yeah. This man, he probably is an MD of a company who has volunteered to become a steward for that purpose. And this guy is driving a car. The MD is saying, come this way, and he's being insulted by this person. Sometimes it gets people to flare up and to whatever. And that's why you have to be careful of operatives too.
Okay. In case we have another David. David Square. Hello, David from Kogi. Hi, David.
David, hi.
Turn down your volume. Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning there. Please, can you help us turn down your volume?
Okay.
Yeah. So loud. Are we good?
Okay.
You should go back. Yeah.
Okay. So you can understand. My line of thought was that I can't remember what I was trying to do.
No, you were talking about maybe having an MD controlling.
Yeah. So you have the guy coming, and then probably because of that, the MD flares up, and they start exchanging blows and what have you.
MD come out time.
Or whatever. You have to understand that even that operative, even though he's a volunteer.
Okay, let's take Florence from Abuja, I guess.
Yes.
Hello, Florence.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm very well.
Fine.
How are you doing?
I like your solo. I like this one CD very well.
Thank you.
You are doing good things.
Thank you. Hope you are learning. That's loud though.
Anyway, so I mean that's why you have to watch operatives. Your operatives, those who are religious practices.
Okay, so Barrister, if I'm to get you now, because I really want to understand where you're coming from. Yep. So once you are under my roof, you become my concern. That's what I say. So whether I invite you, I don't invite you, anything that don't make you enter my event center, you are under my concern.
Yeah. In fact, that's why sometimes you have seen unfortunate instances where somebody comes to pray. I've seen a situation whereby somebody went to a mosque and pray and it didn't stand up. Yeah, just that the head of that mosque or the people involved will have to take responsibility for explaining to the best of their knowledge. That's why you see some mosques, they put CCTV around. They put things, churches put things around so that, look, we cannot just explain it off that this man came, and when he was doing his prayers, he fell. We still have to explain to the best of our knowledge, and this explanation might not be palatable, might not
what they want to hear.
What they want to hear. So you put the CCTVs, you put those CCTVs around, for sake of. So You know, you're even operatives. So that even like the man slapped you, I first slap and I slap him. You know, imagine that the man slapped the MD or probably the man that is controlling him.
yes.
The controlling is a soldier. And then the man that is coming is a driver or whatever. Slap the soldier. The soldier just say, you slap me. And before you know, the man slumps and what have you. It is a responsibility. And that's why everything you are doing, or somebody is telling you, bring this one, bring that one. You know, you are going to bring that, you know, bring this. That's why even the traditionalists, when you're doing all those things, like, go and bring this one, bring this hand, go and, you know, all those things, they are, you should not, any man that is asking you to do something that is going to put you in problem, you don't say because he's the one that sent me, that's why I brought it. Even when both of you are caught, I mean, when you are caught and you are saying, no, I did it because he said, of course, he will deny him. He will deny. So whatever it is that is looking like there's illegality or...
Nana.
Good morning.
Morning, dear. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right, please go on.
This is
Go
my
on.
first time.
Oh, your first time. Woo! Good to have you.
I just love everything, seriously.
Oh, we love you too.
Seriously, everything.
Oh,
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you.
We love you too,
Thank
baby.
Nana, thank you very much.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
loving
very
us. We love you too, babes.
So that's what I'm saying, that so anything. So watch your operations, watch the things that people are doing. You know, when you are, you know, even your anointing service or probably what you call, you know, prayer service, you know, and things like that. Watch it. Watch when you say people should fast, and people watch it. Ask their health condition. Ask their health condition before they fast. So all these things are things that people will say no, but we're just doing the normal thing. It could have been normal before, but one little thing can make it go, you know, abnormal. And once it becomes abnormal, you have to explain yourself. You have to explain yourself to the law. You know, those days of, you know, because nowadays it's not everybody that practice what you practice. Some people are just, you know, bent on, look, we're going to take this up. And you see, when it comes to law, the stretch of law is like elastic.
Yeah.
There's so much you can see ask the law to determine for you. Whether it was right for somebody who was particularly not healthy to be doing vigil. Whether you're not contributing to the death of that person. Are you getting me? So these are all the possibilities that you have to look at.
So when you say people should fast, be sure they are in their right state of mind.
That's why I say
their health is fine, everything checked.
You put a rider. Don't say that if you don't fast, that, you know, put a rider. If you have
maybe you say it's not compulsory or something.
But if you have to do it, know that you are taking responsibility before you. So you are putting riders there so that people know, understand. Because even it's not only Christians that fast. Muslims fast.
Sure.
Even traditionalists also fast. You know, and what have you. So watch your locations, watch where you are, watch the things that happen around where you are. It could be challenging if you're not, just like we have said now. Watch your operatives, the people that your volunteers, your workers, because you see what anybody does within the ambit of that religion, whether inside or outside, in the name of that organization, can affect that organization too. Watch it. Watch your strategies, the strategies you use to get things done, how you get about it. Watch it. Probably the people that you are using. You are using children when you're not supposed to use children. What are your strategies? You are saying, I want to have an orphanage. Is it a registered orphanage?
Yeah.
And you know, whatever. So watch also your convictions. Watch your emotions. We have discussed all this before. Like I said, I intend to finish it. If you have any more questions, inquiries, whatever you want to ask, just can direct it to my
number.
Number.
Yeah.
So I will ask. But what is important in rounding up, really, is that you cannot afford to allow your religious practice, which is meant to enable you spiritually to grow, to become a thing that will that put you in legal trouble. No, seriously.
Don't go to jail for what you don't know.
No, don't support causes you don't know. Let me round up with this story. It happened one time in Umaya there. They had a prayer session. One woman came to come and the prayer for pregnant women. The woman came to come and pray with them. They have never seen the woman, so it was actually a prayer for people around that church that, you know. And the woman came after the show. I'm so sorry.
No, don't call him
sorry. After that show, after that issue, the woman did not go. She stayed back. And even the man of God told her, "You can go. It's a weekly prayer." And before you know it, They went inside, the pastor went inside, came back,
Slept
saw
off.
the woman sleeping on the pavement. That was the end of that woman.
You can never be too careful. You
That
can
was the
never
end of
be
that
too
woman.
careful.
And the pastor spent 6 months in jail because they couldn't explain where the woman came from.
See what we say? It's been a ride, guys. We'll definitely.
I'm not available now.
It's okay. You guys should come right after
Call
the
me
show.
later.
Anyways, we are done, but other things they continue on top of the channel. We love
Thank
you
you.
guys.
Sorry, people.
Ignorance of the law.
It's not an excuse.
Just so you know.
Hallelujah.